Hello, Ryan.
Hey, how's it going, Dominic? I was just interviewing him.
Yeah, he was just interviewing. Hey, hier sind wir wieder bei metal.de. Mein Name ist Dominik und mit mir ist der gute Ryan Waste. Hello, Ryan.
Hey, how's it going, Dominic? I was just interviewing him.
Yeah, he was just interviewing. Let's get back to German thrash bands later on.
For sure.
But today is the first day of your tour.
Right.
Tony already mentioned on stage that you have an extensive tour before you. How many dates are you playing?
I think we got about 17 gigs, but we're out here 27 days, you know, and we're, that was sound check right there.
Yeah.
We just got up on stage. It's the first time we played out of those amps, so we just hit the stage running. We literally run on stage now, too. I don't know if you caught that.
And how do you prepare for such an extensive tour?
Playing for 25 years by the seat of our pants, you know.
So
Throw and go. It's called throwing and going.
No preparation needed anymore. It's just in your blood now.
Live is the best preparation.
Yeah. Today you played, like always, a show full of energy, which is insane. I mean, you're almost 25 years in now with Municipal Waste.
25 in.
Where do you take all this energy from? Like, Tony is still jumping around like he's 20.
Yeah, I mean, and he's got a bad knee too. I was a little worried. You saw him hit his knee up on there.
I saw that.
I think the adrenaline just takes over, at least for me. You know, we'll come over. I didn't sleep for 24 hours, and we take B12. If anyone, that's my speed, B12, and it wakes me up. And then, you know, we feed off the crowd, and that wakes us up every time. The first one's always a wild one. You know, you never know what you're gonna get.
Yeah. There were some technical difficulties with Tony's monitor. Do you know what happened there?
Yeah, we didn't sound check.
Okay.
I mean, it's always the case. You know, our sound guy is just like us. He gets thrown into it. And it's, you know, you got to be able to roll with the punches. You know, we just have fun with it. But, you know, monitors are always fun.
Yeah, and how do you adjust to such a difficult situation? Like if someone doesn't hear anything on stage, how do you handle it?
There's a difficult situation right there. Technical difficulty over there.
Difficulty as well.
No, we got this straight view right
But
here.
like now, our cameraman Alex, he's improvising. How are you handling technical difficulties on stage? Like, what's your solution for
play
stuff
by
like
memory.
that?
You got to play by memory, man. Yeah. Sometimes you can't hear everything, you know.
Is that something that more happens on like festival shows where you don't have so much time to sound check, and like in the clubs it's better?
I mean, it could happen anywhere, man. That's why we just, you know, you can't let it ruin the show, and you know, it never does. Usually the people have no idea what it's like. So
yeah, that's true.
You have to have fun with it.
But your stage setup is still like something old school with real amps, no in-ear monitoring.
We play out of real Marshalls, JCM 800s, you know, and we play through cabinets, and I hear my guitar on stage as loud as the crowd hears it. So if you don't need a monitor when your guitar's cranked up.
That's true. But have you ever thought about like adapting a more digital rack for live?
Very against it, actually. You know, we love playing out of these classic Marshalls. That's how you get that classic tone. I mean, you're not going to get that anywhere else. They like to break too, so that's fun. But we're using rental gear, so far it works. If it works at the first show, we're happy.
So completely rental gear?
Just for the amps.
Just for the
amps. And we have those custom cabs that light up, and those are we keep those over here. So to have a stage show in Europe as we have in the States.
Oh, okay.
So we have those cabinets made over here.
Yeah. And what happens to this stuff when you leave Europe?
Our sound guys got a big storage space in Manchester. Well, I'm not going to tell you the address because I don't want anyone rolling an MW cab down the street in the UK. But he holds it for us. So yeah, we got a good guy, Marius. Shout out to Marius.
When you're playing a show like today, was it your first time at Rock Hard Festival actually?
I want to say we played it before. Can you tell me if we played it?
I'm not sure either.
We rock hard on a regular basis.
So basically every day is Rock Hard for you. But like, how was it? Well, do you like the atmosphere here?
The energy's great. We're out on the water. You know, the crowd was having fun. I like it. It was a little cooler today, and I dig that. You know, for the summertime. You know, so we could feel the energy off the crowd. I think everyone was having fun.
Yes, it definitely looked like it. How do you prepare your set list for such a tour? I already did. I spoke with Gary of Exodus a few minutes ago, and he says for him it's impossible to do like the perfect set list. How do you feel about it?
Yeah, so I mean, sometimes we're writing it right up before we go on stage. You know, we played a few festivals last month, and we kind of rolled with the fest that we had, the set for those fests. I mean, but on the fly, you want to add some stuff, and we're pretty good with like just doing it on the spot. So we forgot to play a song tonight.
Oh, which one?
The instrumental. It's Tony's favorite because he gets a break. So he's like, we got to put that back in the set. I was like, yeah, it's probably a good idea. Under the Waste command. So that'll be on the set tomorrow.
The fans already mentioned like Municipal Waste is gonna fuck you up midway through the set. Is that sometimes? I mean, how do you feel about it? Is it sometimes a bit annoying that certain people just want to hear that one specific song?
I don't look at it like that. I feel like that's the crowd getting involved. That's almost just like chanting the band name. So we're inspired when they do that. So that shows they know the band because we're going to do it anyway. And I don't think they're telling us to stop when they say
No.
I think it's a show of appreciation.
But sometimes I think like some bands might get annoyed by playing that one song.
I mean, I don't think it's our best song.
Time.
No, it's one of the oldest songs. You know, we wrote it with our old drummer and we extended the ending to have kind of an outro. But I mean, we're sick of playing it.
but it's not going away anytime soon.
No, I mean, and it's really just a punk song if you think about it. You know, it's 1 minute long. We can always play it at the end, even if they're telling us to get off stage. We can still squeeze it in. So it's kind of strategic to have a short song as your ender. And then we ended 5 minutes early, so everyone's happy. It's hard to play long when your songs are under 2 minutes.
Yeah, but when you say it's not the best Municipal Waste song in your personal opinion, do you have a favorite, like that one song where you think that is our crown jewel? And
no, you can't. I feel like anyone that makes music can't just say there's one song. You know, they're all your children. You're supposed to like all of them. We're not a band that's trying to write a one hit song. We would try to fill the album like solid all the way through. I think that's the goal every time. No filler, all killer.
And how do you achieve that goal for yourself?
Well, everyone contributes, you know, so everyone writes music for the band. We're not just like a band that's got one guy doing it. Everyone contributes, and that's what keeps it interesting for everyone.
And how do you decide which songs get on a record?
I mean, we'll usually write more than we need and then shave it down. So, I mean, there's songs that we have that have never been on a record. There's mystery songs.
What happens with them?
They might come out one day. You never know. It's a mystery. Can't give away all the secrets.
Why not? Like, what secrets do Municipal Waste have?
I got 3 cameras in front of me.
What secrets do Municipal Waste have that you can reveal to us like right now?
Wouldn't be a secret if I could.
Yeah, that's what I'm going for. I want to reveal.
You want an exclusive? Yeah.
But do you have a favorite Municipal Waste record?
You know, I'm very close to Hazardous Mutation for me because I feel like that was a record when we had something to prove. From our community that was more DIY, hardcore, and punk, like going to Earache was a big deal, and everyone's like, "Oh no, it's a major label," when that's an independent label if you think about it. So we had something to prove, and we had a new lineup, and that's when Dave and Phil joined the band. We still play a lot of those songs, so that's a really special record for me.
Yeah,
it's 20 years old now.
That's crazy. You're still very much rooted in this mixture of like thrash metal, crossover stuff, hardcore punk stuff. But I feel the most punk record you ever did was the first one, Waste Them All. I mean, it's 16 minutes long, I think. The whole 15. Album, 15.
Yeah, and our drummer who's passed away was like just a huge hardcore punk fanatic. And when he joined the band, he was not even 18 years old. And I think I bought all his metal records off him, and he bought all my punk records. We just traded. So we taught each other a lot about, you know, the roots of that. And, you know, that was definitely from punk influence, hardcore punk, that the drumming made it that way.
And how do you feel about that record today? Like,
I love it.
You evolved a lot since
me and him sat in a room and wrote all the music, and it was just like, you know, you can't take that away. You know, it's just like, it's like my childhood, if you think about it, you know, and then we still play some of those songs, you know.
Can you imagine one day doing like a special anniversary show where you play the whole record? I mean, it wouldn't take much space in the set.
No, we did. You know, when he was still alive, we did.
Okay.
And, Andy Harris, our bass player, is still my best friend, who left the band, became a teacher, and well, Brandon's gone, so it wouldn't be. Luckily, we got to do that after he left the band. We did that in the mid 2000s, and we did a whole 21-year anniversary for Waste 'Em All, because Waste 'Em All legal to drink age. We did that 2 years ago.
Yeah.
And we did all, almost all the songs. So I guess you had to be there for that.
If someone leaves the band, how difficult is it for you to find like new people to join in? Because you have to spend a lot of time like on tour, so there has to be a personal connection as much as a musical connection.
Yeah, and we're all best friends, I mean, my best friend Nick joined the band in 2016, and we played in Vulture and Bat together, and he was friends with everyone in the band. Everyone wanted him in the band.
Yeah.
And it was just like seamless when he joined, and adding a second guitar player is like the best thing we ever did. Look at this cup.
Oh, you get attacked by the cup here, yes.
So, I mean, and we're all family, we all get along, we all hang out when we're not on tour. Me and Tony have known each other 25, 27 years now and shit, we're like brothers, man, and everyone gets along. I think that's why we lasted this long.
Yeah, and I think that's a very unique case, because I think especially in bands who like make money from that stuff, they are often more like business connections than friends.
And we also, we're a DIY operation. We take that punk ethic. Like I do all the band business accounting, and Tony will work on the merch, and we divide and conquer.
Yeah,
and we run it ourselves. I don't want to pay a manager that I don't trust to do something that we could do ourselves.
Yeah.
I think that's what's made the band stand the test of time too, is just being very hands-on with everything.
And I think
still are.
That's also something that the fans really appreciate. Like they feel that you are all in on this thing, and you.
Where there's no rock star attitude.
Exactly.
There never has been. Like, we'll go out there and plug our own shit in. I mean, we're supposed to have a guy doing it, but it's like when you have 10 minutes and you haven't played out of the gear yet, you might want to go just do it yourself. So.
Tony mentioned on stage that Exodus are some of your heroes,
and they are, and they're some of our great friends too.
Yeah.
And they watch the whole set side stage just like we're gonna watch their set. We've toured together, and they've been Gary and Tom and all those guys have become such great friends.
Yeah.
And and influences. I mean, there wouldn't be Municipal Waste without Exodus. I mean, I was playing the Lesson in Violence riff.
Yeah.
When I first learned how to play guitar. And they're still fucking rocking it.
I don't want any names, but did you ever have like a negative experience with someone you looked up to, or who was a huge influence for you?
Of course, man. I mean, everyone has had that, but you got to look at it as someone on tour. Like sometimes someone's having a bad day, and you can't take one little instance with meeting someone being like that's how they always are. I met Lemmy in 2008 and had the best experience. And he handed me a Jack and Coke and fucking sat me down, and he played Motorizer. He played the new record for me. Then he wanted to know my opinion on it, and everyone that came in the room, he treated like a gentleman and a fan. He took a picture with everyone. I spent an hour in Hellfest. Our dressing room turned into theirs, and I was walking with some of the Fuel girls that were going to blow fire on stage, and it didn't hurt that I walked in with two women to Lemmy's room. I think that's why I had a seat, but he was so nice to me, and just down to earth, and it really shows you how you should treat everyone. It was a good example. So I'd rather talk about a positive experience I've had with
of course.
had a big effect on me.
Yeah, before we started recording, you also already mentioned that you also enjoyed German thrash metal.
Yeah, oh yeah.
You were on tour with KREATOR a few years back. How was that for you?
Talk about the nicest crew of people, like their road crew, and people of Melee and everyone in the band. Ventor is like a very funny guy.
Yeah.
And and for me, I was hugely influenced by German thrash when I first started playing the band. I was just listening to Assassin and, fucking KREATOR, Sodom, of course. Tankard, obviously. Darkness.
Darkness, yes.
Death Squad, man. Still a ripping record. So, I mean, we got to tour with a lot of these bands. We played shows with Sodom. We've toured with Destruction. And everyone has been cool to us. And it's just cool to see the original guys out there still doing it. It's very inspiring.
And how is that influence reflected in the music of Municipal Waste?
I think for guitar, it's always, even more than US thrash, I think a lot of I was trying to play guitar I was like a punk guy playing guitar,
Yeah.
I was a bass player playing guitar, and it definitely influenced me. It still does.
Your last record, Electrified Brain, is a few years old now. When can we expect something new from you?
We're writing new stuff right now. It's one of those things, we tour nonstop, the pandemic gave us the time to sit and write and record that record, you know, so maybe we need another world disaster to put another record out. No, we're doing it anyway. We're taking time this summer, and we're going to keep writing songs, and we just like to go at our own pace because we've toured so much, it's nonstop. We all have other bands, you know, I still do Bat, and Tony's got Heaven's Gate, and Phil's got Morbicon, and, you know, Dave's in 3 other projects, you know, so everyone's busy.
Yeah.
So all the time off, we go do our other bands. So it's like music nonstop. I'm trying to write a movie. I finished the script for a heavy metal horror movie called Exit Stage Death. You know, the script is ever going, it's a living organism, but I'm just trying to get funding for my film. It's a heavy metal horror movie. Exit Stage Death, yeah. So I want to have time to do that, you know. I might do my talk show, Living Fast again. It's a heavy metal talk show. So there's so much aspirations we have and time. Yeah. But there will be another Waste record, of course, and we're writing music for it right now.
What movies influenced your movie idea?
Oh, man, so many. Like, you know, Black Roses, like the heavy metal horror movie it's got Lizzie Borden on the soundtrack.
Yeah.
Stuff. Of course, Trick or Treat, Rocktober Blood, Shock 'em Dead. So many. And like River's Edge, like more like teen, like angst, drama. Yeah. Adam Neal says River's Edge. River's Edge is one of my favorite films. Check that one out, you know, which has a heavy metal soundtrack, Slayer and Fate's Warning, Wipers on there. But yeah, and just like Repo Man and Return of the Living Dead, like movies that you want to watch over and over again, like teen angsts, you know, with heavy metal and horror. I mean, it's what we grew up on.
Yeah, I think heavy metal and horror is like a match made in heaven.
I know, I live and breathe it, man.
Do you have like a top 3 horror films that you can share with us? I
don't like doing tops. You know, I always say Phantasm's my favorite. You know, as far as we've sampled the hell out of that.
Yeah.
I mean, if you look at my room, it's all VHS, and there's fucking 2,000 movies in there. So I don't like to narrow it down to just 3.
You collect VHS?
Oh, I still have wall-to-wall VHS in my house.
Is that something that is left?
That's someone I've had since a kid, you know?
Yeah.
That was the only way to watch movies at one point, you know? At least the cult ones, you know?
And what do you do with like movies you want in your collection that are not released on VHS anymore?
I mean, there's like free sites like Tubi and shit like that. I can't believe the shit that's out there for free, man. It's wild. But if I love it, I have to own it. I like tangible, physical copies of media. You know, I'm a record collector too, so it's, you know, takes up all the room in my house.
All the room.
VHS takes up a lot of room, so I just surround it's just like wallpaper, like highly flammable wallpaper.
Do you live like just for yourself, or is there someone with you?
The girls end up moving out usually.
So, and how is she managing all that?
No, I said she moved out.
Okay.
Yeah, they're the tapes have their place. I mean, there's, you know, people are into all that stuff too. It's not like it's just for me. I like to share it with people. So you come over to my house, you know, there's plenty of movies to watch. So we have a good time.
But I think people like you or me, I'm also like a movie and record collector. But
it starts closing in on you.
Yes, definitely. That is a problem. I'm well known. Yeah. But also, I think we are like a dying breed in this day and age. How do you feel about this?
Well, I'm always going to talk about it. So even doing an interview like this, you know, there's young kids that didn't have to search that shit out on VHS. Yeah. Because everything's at your fingertips now. But I like to be able to touch it and put it in the player and play it, you know.
Do you think that leads to a more like deeper connection with the music or the movie or whatever it is? Like,
I think so, yeah. I think if I can hold it, it's real, you know?
Yeah. So no fan of all the streaming stuff?
I mean, when you're on the road, it's great, you know? I mean, and when you're lazy, and I can look at the tape over on the wall, and then I go, well, let's see if it's on the Tubi. It saves one more rotation of it. But no, it's something about putting it in. I prefer to put it in.
You already mentioned that you don't have that much free time from playing in bands. How do you in Municipal Waste manage all those like other projects? Like you already mentioned, you are in 2 other bands.
Yeah,
all of the guys are in other bands.
Like I'm coming back with Bat over here 1 week after we come home from this. So I go home for 7 days and I fly back here. We're playing Obscene Extreme and Inflamin and Open Air.
Oh, Obscene Extreme, I'm playing as well.
Cool, we're playing. Bat's playing on Wednesday. So yeah, come on out.
Maybe. I'll see if I can make
it. I gotta be there, so I'll be there. But yeah, I mean, we just stay busy, man. I mean, it could be worse. We could be working in office jobs. No one wants to do that.
Yeah. For sure. And I think that is a really good word for the end of this conversation.
That's right. Quit your job.
Quit your jobs and start playing
rock
fucking
hard.
metal. Thank you very much.
Welcome, man. Thank you.